I walked into Family $1 one day. I saw a rabbit mask on clearance that used to be just something extra left over from Halloween. I crafted the mask into something more than what it could be. And with that mask, I crafted a story. I think inspiration comes from, it can be anything and everything. From a button on somebody's shirt to something you find on the ground one day, and you just craft a story out of it.
Pull up a chair and listen in, because we're here, damn it. This is Georgia in Connecticut. I am your host, Georgia Reed, and today I have a 2-for-1. This here is Tony Massaro. By day, he works at a Stop and Shop bakery. By night, he is creating the next great horror icon, the Bunny. Also with us today is his leading actress, Kathleen O'Connor. It is so great to have you both here. I'm very excited to do this. Let's get into it.
Thank you.
So, we're in Connecticut, and why in Connecticut?
Well, I've been a Connecticut-based resident my entire life. I'm from Middlebury, Connecticut. And why in Connecticut? It's because it's just where I was raised and born, and I ended up actually just choosing to do it here because I'm from here.
I love that.
Thank you.
Kathleen, same for you. Are you also a Middlebury resident?
No, I grew up in Guilford,
Ah,
and I'm now locally. I didn't move too far from my hometown. I'm back in North Branford.
okay. How do you like North Branford?
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not way up north, but it's close to where I can still get to the store within 10 minutes.
That's very important. Now, Middlebury, Tony. So we've got Middlefield, Middletown. I, of course, am from Middletown. And Middlebury. What's with all the middles? I'm curious. Do you think that's just a state thing, or?
I think it's just one of those interesting connection of names. Like it all seems to suit. Like Middlebury, Middletown. It's just something because we're all stuck in the middle.
We are. We
You know?
are. And I like I like to think we're all in the middle of it. We're in the
Mhm.
thick of it. And I kind of dig that. So tell me then, you are now officially a filmmaker.
Yes.
Now, I've seen you've gone to a lot of conventions and things like that. How do you feel the networking scene is here in Connecticut?
I feel the networking scene in Connecticut is very, very good. As myself, I go to the Connecticut Horror Festival, which takes place every single year. You've got it taking place in Stamford, Hartford. They're doing another one in Mohegan Sun. So the horror community is well and profound here in the state of Connecticut. One of the people I go to a lot of his shows is Larry Dwyer, and he runs Connecticut Cult Classics, and he runs the Connecticut Horror Festival, and he brings that essence to the horror community.
So tell his name again, Larry.
Larry Dwyer.
Larry
He's
Dwyer.
also known as Scary Larry.
Scary Larry. Okay, this is great. So Scary Larry started what did he start?
Connecticut Horror Festival and the Connecticut Cult Classics.
And the Connecticut Cult Classics. This is great.
I go there I go there whenever they have a showing. So it's the Strand Theater in Seymour, Connecticut. And they do classic showings of old school horror films. And I've gone there every single time there's an opportunity to go. And I just get to see, I saw Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan
What-
on Friday the 13th on a regular big screen.
On a big screen.
I've done it
telling you.
countless times.
Horror, I think, is just so much better. I mean, everything is better on the big screen, in my
Yep.
opinion, but horror, especially when you're in that dark theater
Yep.
with the people around you, there's something so special about it.
Yeah, so Connecticut definitely embraces its horror orientedness to it.
That's great.
And like me and Kathleen are both, people in the horror industry.
Each one of you, I want to know why horror. What got you, and what is your fascination with horror?
Okay, so my fascination with horror is that it's original, it's unique, and it's escape from reality. It isn't something realistic. There's a lot of realism in the horror is that breakaway from reality. It's that dark image, that dark impression of something deeper than what it actually is. That there are monsters and these fictional characters that dwell around that. That is a breakaway from reality. And we drive off of seeing these creatures that we do not understand or get into, more or less.
Can you remember the first time you saw a horror movie? What kind of got you into it?
So the
What-
first horror film I ever saw was Hellraiser by Clive Barker. And it is
so good.
And it is my number one all-time favorite horror movie of all time. I've met both Doug Bradley and Ashley Lawrence countless times.
Ooh.
And I watched that horror film for the very first time, and I couldn't take it off.
I mean, the
Yeah.
makeup, the special effects, the
Yeah.
practical effects, so good. Now, Kathleen, your turn. How about you? What got you into horror?
I don't even really know. I know when I was younger, I didn't really care for horror, and then all of a sudden, I got older and I started watching horror movies on the streaming channels, and then I ended up going to theaters to see horrors. And I have friends that say, "How can you watch some of that gooey, gruesome stuff?" Like I don't keep. I think what I really like about it is the adrenaline rush I get. when I watch, like sitting on the edge of my seat saying, okay, what's going to happen now? And yelling at the TV screen or the screen saying, don't you hear that? Dude, he's coming. Why is standing still? Just need to go. Need to go. And then I'll be like, oh, why isn't that going? So
It's like a roller coaster in your living room.
yes.
Where do you like to go? Obviously the conventions, but is there anywhere else you like to go particularly to make connections? Are you more online or are you more in person?
So I like to do a combination of both. So I'll attend Connecticut Horror Festival, go to the Strand Theater, but I'll also go to like these cool little horror consignment shops. Like I go to Creepatorium. That one
Where's
is
Creepatorium?
that one is actually, I believe, in Shelton, Connecticut. Shelton.
Shelton, Connecticut.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I go to Weirdos Wonderland, which is also in Seymour, Connecticut, which is fun. I've gone to horror conventions, but I'm very prominent on social media. More or less, I'm on TikTok a lot. I post every single day, post videos of the bunny, talk about my content creation, talk about my idea, YouTube, also Instagram, Facebook. So I do a lot of
That
communicating with the horror community.
I think that makes such a difference because I see how your community is reacting. And I think what I love that you're doing is that you're bringing us with you on your journey
Yeah.
as you create this film. What is your favorite thing about Connecticut?
My favorite thing about Connecticut is the seasons. You get a right combination and get to embrace it for what it truly is. But also with Connecticut, along with its seasons, comes its haunted history. And one of the things that I love about Connecticut is if you look, like where I'm from, Middlebury, Connecticut, there's a little people village in Middlebury. It has a very haunted premise to it. It was about this supposed haunted amusement attraction, which was never finished. And this father built it for his daughter, and it was possessed by evil little children. And then we have also the Dudley Town. Dudley Town is one of the most infamous haunted places around. You've got Fairfield Hills, which is an abandoned mental asylum. Connecticut's haunted embrace is something I truly embellish.
I love that. Okay, what about you? Same to you, Kathleen. Favorite?
I like the seasons, except I'm not too fond of winter that we had this year. But
I agree.
well, we won't talk about that. But I love that they have a lot of festivals and fairs, especially in the fall time.
Yeah.
That's something that I enjoy. I don't get to go to a lot of them, but I do like that they offer so much in so many different towns and all different themes of the festivals that they have. I think that's a really cool thing that Connecticut has.
What do you like to do for fun in Connecticut?
In Connecticut, I love to go and listen to music, live bands.
They have a great
Especially
live scene here, don't they?
especially in the summertime when they play out on the decks by the water or by the
Yep.
rivers.
What you have any particular cities or towns or locations you like to haunt?
Bradford,
Branford, okay.
Bradford. There's a place that they play right on the river, and then if we venture to Rhode Island, it's Squamicut with the music of all the places on the water there.
There's a lot of great stuff in Rhode Island. Not that the show's about Rhode Island,
Then
but there are.
they have vineyards where they have music venues outside.
Yeah, yeah.
So the music scene here in Connecticut, especially in the summertime, is awesome.
Where do you look for inspiration?
Well, in my opinion, inspiration comes from anything and anything. It's a realistic approach. Like for me, whenever I'm crafting or creating projects, for the bunny example, I walked into Family $1 one day. I saw a rabbit mask on clearance that used to be just something extra left over from Halloween. I crafted the mask into something more than what it could be.
Wow.
And with that mask, I crafted a story. I think inspiration comes from, it can be anything and everything,
I love that.
even from a button on somebody's shirt to something you find on the ground one day, and you just craft a story out of it.
If you could go back and talk to your whatever version of your younger self starting out, is there any piece of advice you'd want to give that version of Tony that you wish you'd known?
I would give the younger advice to myself. I would say, no matter what you do in life, be strong and be dedicated to the project that is going to come into play for you. Look to content creation younger than what you are now because you are made to do something more than just what you're made to do. And look to content creation earlier on.
Wow. And what advice would you give to our audience members who may be thinking, well, I want to make a movie. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do.
I would tell you, no matter what it is, proceed your dreams, look forward to the future, and do whatever your heart desires. I am somebody who never thought he could truly make something like he did when it comes to the bunny. Anyone and everyone can do it, no matter what you put your mind to. And if you have a dream, go for it.
I love that. Any advice you'd like to give Kathleen as an actress to anyone out there who's like, I've always wanted to act, but I don't know.
I would suggest that if you have that passion and even if you think you can't do it, just try it. Try it. What do you have to lose?
Right.
I can tell you 3 things that, again, my acting instructor said when you go on auditions. He goes, "First of all, what are the 3 most important things in your life?" And, with me, it's my family, my friends, and my health. And he'll say, "Kath, if you don't get that audition, are you gonna lose any one of those 3?" And I have used that in my life for other things. Now I'm getting all tearful up
That's
here.
brilliant. That is a brilliant piece of advice. I wish I'd had that piece of advice when I was younger.
And I put that through every aspect of my life.
Let's take a quick break, okay? All right. We'll be right back after this. This is the part of the show where we would normally be featuring one of our sponsors. We don't yet have a sponsor, but if you decide you would like to be a sponsor of this show, this is where we would be sponsor, 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 sponsor. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor for Georgia in Connecticut, do reach out to us. The link is below in the show notes or description box. Welcome back. This is Georgia in Connecticut. I'm your host, Georgia Reed, and I'm talking today with Tony Massaro, filmmaker, and his leading actress, Kathleen O'Connor. So this is the part of the show where we ask the questions that every creative just loves to hear, which is, oh, what do you do? What have I seen you in? What are you working on right now? So let's get into it. What are you working on right now, Tony?
Well,
I know.
for my regular life, for the career I have to do, I work at Stop and Shop, full-time bake shop clerks. I'm in the bakery at Stop and Shop.
Full time? Wait, what's full time? How many hours a week?
44 hours a week.
You're working 44 hours a week.
Yep.
And making a movie.
Yep, that's correct.
Were you always wanting to make a film, or were you like working at the bakery and one day it just hit you, damn it, I want to make my own film? What inspired you to start a film?
It's a little bit of an interesting story, so I'll sum it up because it is a rather lengthy one. But what happened was is one morning, I worked in Naugatuck. I went to Family Dollar and bought a rabbit mask. It was a Halloween prop that was, on clearance after that. And I bought the mask, put it in the car, and I brought it home. And then shortly after that, I bought a plaid shirt to go with it, bought some Fred Krueger claws to go with it, and I wore it to Connecticut Horror Festival.
Were you playing off of the Donnie Darko kind of feel? Or
No, not at all.
totally
Actually,
separate?
it was
Very cool.
totally separate.
Interesting.
And I started rolling off of the urban legend in Fairfax County, Virginia, known as the Bunny Man.
Tell me about this.
So I was going with it and I said, okay, I'm going to call it the Bunny Man because it's a rabbit looking person. It's got a button down shirt. It's got the claws. I'm going to just do the Bunny Man. Why not? So shortly after that, I went in my girlfriend's mom's backyard and I shot my first YouTube video.
And was her mom horrified and terrified?
She had no idea what was going on actually at the time.
Did you warn, dear mother?
I just turned around to my girlfriend's mom and I said, we're going to go in the backyard, okay, and shoot a video. And then I came back in and then the video started to slowly develop on YouTube. What could be better?
That's fantastic.
So then I started doing independent horror shorts in my room, just random different ideas of what I wanted. So now I'm online a little more and I'm looking it up and I said, well, it's called the Bunny Man, but this has been done 100 times before. You want originality in a standard when you're creating a horror icon or your own horror film. So I made the decision to change the name to The Bunny as opposed to just The Bunny Man. So we get away from the fact that it's known as something that has been around 100 times before.
Right.
Just turn it into The Bunny. And then from there, I started, after the YouTube videos started to slow down a little bit, I started to write a story. And it was the story of the man that became something he didn't want to be. It was something not the Bunny Man, not Donnie Darko, a completely original horror tale crafted from the twisted mind of Tony.
Okay. So he started as a human and then
Yes.
evolved into this thing.
Yes.
Oh, I love those kind of origin stories.
Oh, the origin story is very in-depth.
Where are you right now in the process with this film?
So right now, The Bunny is a fully written 100-page manuscript that is completed. I learned on my own to write a manuscript on my own independently. I was working with a co-partner, Marshall Newman, and he had played Montgomery Clint in the early stages of The Bunny. And him and I were together working on this project. And he said, oh, we have to make a movie. You have to write a manuscript. And I turned around to Marshall and I said, Marshall, I don't know how to write a manuscript. How on earth am I supposed to have to do this? So I pulled myself together and I said, okay. So there are manuscripts online for free to view.
Yes.
So I went ahead and I took a look at Stanley Kubrick's The Shining manuscript.
That's like the gold standard.
Yep. So I was able to download it, view it, and use it as a visual guide side by side. So that's how it went about. And that's where the bunny came to be, the 100-page manuscript written by me without even knowing how to write a manuscript.
How are you funding it?
On my own, actually. 100% independently funded by me. No one's helping me.
Your bakery work
Uh-huh.
is funding this film.
Yep,
That
that's
is
correct.
amazing. Are you doing any kind of crowdfunding?
We are trying to do crowdfunding. We had a crowdfunder started on crowdfunderr.com, but it didn't do well, unfortunately, despite some perks and et cetera. Maybe it was, but it didn't do well. So we're doing TikTok Shop currently.
Oh, great.
And I'm doing much better on TikTok now as of late. My popularity has gained, and I do a bunny bundle box.
Oh, tell us about the
As
bundle box.
So the bunny bundle box is from my design. Me and Kathleen both have one. It's a black box and it is a sticker of my logo of the film, the bunny. And what it is it's a custom made bracelet designed and bought by me.
Love it.
And then it's a sticker and it's a demonic looking bunny plush designed and crafted by me with red and black tissue paper. And I put it in. And then after I finalize that, I do a handwritten thank you note because I feel that written thank you notes, especially from the person who's trying to bring his horror creation to life, is very meaningful and very important.
Okay, we got to know, how did you two meet? Let's hear the story.
Well, we met through Facebook, truthfully.
Where?
I was, yes, so I was trying to get my short horror from the bunny out and about, and I need funding to make the full 100-page script. So I said, I'm going to recreate my original YouTube video, which grossed me 1,800 views on YouTube. So I'm putting together an independent horror short that is going to be 2 minutes long as a proof of concept to get the bunny out there. So I was looking for a lead actress to be involved with this project. And I met Kathleen on one of the Facebook sites and she reached out to me. And that's how we came to know each other.
Kathleen is a registered nurse, by the way. How do you juggle that and being an actress?
Um, it's my therapy. It's my ability to move out of my professional realm and role as a registered nurse to actually go and be a performer and be somebody that I'm really not, but I would like to be full time.
Now, for my audience, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are thinking like, oh, could I be an actor? Could I be a filmmaker? When did you get into acting and what inspired that?
I did not get into acting until I was midlife. And it was when I met someone and I went to see her play. And I said, you know what? I so enjoy seeing her perform. And she's like, Kath, you could do this. And unfortunately, when I did that, it was like all consuming. And I'm like,
What's unfortunate about that?
because I still had to work full time. That was unfortunate. Like, oh my gosh, I still have to do this full time. When can I stop and do the acting full time? But, um, and I took some acting classes and had a wonderful coach,
Who was your coach?
Reno Venturi.
And where's Reno Venturi?
He's in Hamden at Actors Gym.
Okay.
And I took many courses that he had, and he's phenomenal. And he actually was the one that really coached me and said, "Do this."
So once you get this proof of concept, it's a 15-minute short, you're saying?
It's 2 minutes.
A 2-minute short. So right now you're focused on just getting a 2-minute, like a teaser almost. Now, I want to bring this up.
Yeah, by all means.
1 moment. This is from one of the things you sent.
Yep.
How did you create that?
So I can do that through Pixelverse AI.
Okay.
And what it is it's Pixelverse. So it's an app that allows me to do that. And when I get into Pixelverse AI, it gives me options for what I want to do. And one of the options on there is stated within Pixelverse.
Now, do you have issues with AI is such a, what's the word? Controversial subject.
Yeah, I don't like to use AI as much. My big thing is I don't like AI more or less. I don't like CGI as much. I will use it as needed, but I prefer practical effects. 100% of the way, I am a practical effects person. When I created the bunny and I built his costume, it's practical effects.
Yeah, yeah.
The 2-minute scene that's going to take place at Veterans Park is practical effects,
That's amazing.
without question.
But I love that you were, but in this case, it was helpful to use the pixel.
Well, because I'm a YouTuber and because if I just posted YouTube videos of me talking about the project, you need to gain views. Unfortunately, over the course of time where it just becomes repetitive, people are not really going to really stay in tune to me just talking on YouTube about how I did this, I did that. Okay, great. Thanks. See you later.
They want to
The
see it.
Pixelverse AI videos that's able to produce does draw attention to it.
What do
It'll
your
take
kids
a
think
fair-
about this, by the way?
They
Doing the horror.
love it.
Yeah?
They absolutely love it. They're like, "Mom, I wish you could do this full time." And my daughter's like, "But horror, Ma?" I'm like, "The gorier." I had my throat slit in one small, acting piece that I had with my coaching, acting coach,
Yeah.
and I loved it.
Ah,
I just loved it.
the feel of blood spurting
Oh,
the
yeah.
glycerin.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I know, to see that's why I think Tony and I get along so well
I
because
do need to ask, what is your preferred blood mixture of choice?
Mine, I've never really, I would say that my preferred blood mixture of choices, I've only worked with certain ones, but I prefer blood clotting gel most of all.
Blood clotting gel.
I used it on the mask through its like third or fourth renovation. I love blood clotting gel.
And is this something you can get at the horror emporiums you mentioned
Yep,
earlier?
absolutely. I also get it off Amazon. I bought a blood kit that I was able to put together and I put the blood clotting gel around the teeth of the bunny
Mhm.
and I made it really stand out as if his gums were like really
Yeah.
he was gnawing down on something.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love it. Ah, so creepy.
I believe in the project, I believe in the bunny, and I know it's gonna succeed.
We'll be back right after this. It is time for your daily constitutional. Born in New London, Connecticut, this American singer and actress is best known as a founding member of the R&B pop group In Vogue, one of the world's best-selling girl groups of all time. Who is she? If you know the answer, click on the link below in the show notes or the description box and leave a comment with your best guess. If you guess correctly, we'll give you a shout out on one of our future episodes. And that was your Daily Constitutional. Part 3 is all about the Connecticut slogan, full of surprises. And I feel that the creatives in Connecticut are also full of surprises. And what better way to find out about some of those surprises than to ask them random, interesting questions? What is your favorite word?
My favorite word is, I would say, like. Like. For example, that what is your horror movie like? So it refers to the reference of like. Like in regards to what is it like?
yeah,
Kathleen, favorite word?
fun.
Fun. I love it.
I love fun. Yeah.
Good.
My kids had to tell, YOLO, Mom, YOLO. I'm like, what the heck is YOLO? You only live once,
Yes.
so you have fun.
Okay, least favorite word.
My least favorite word is no. And hearing no is something I really don't take no for an answer anymore.
How about you? Least favorite word.
Whatever.
I like that.
What turns you on?
Horror movies. That's an easy answer.
I think that's a good answer.
I love a good horror movie.
Good answer, Kathleen.
I have to say, acting. Acting, even though I came into this later in life, I've had my children say to me, Mom, whenever you talk about the projects that you're working on, or you're talking about a scene that you're doing, an audition that you're doing, your whole face lights up. And that's, yeah, that's what
I love it. Y'all are in the right place.
Makes you happy.
that's what makes me happy. That's right.
Well, then on that note, what turns you off?
Bad writing. I will give that to you straight. I could watch a movie and if I know that they rushed it and they didn't take their time writing it and they did it just to put something out there and not put the time and dedication in to write it properly, and it's a poorly written film, then that's what pisses me off the most.
Story is everything.
It is.
What about you, Kathleen? What turns you off?
You might want to blurb this out.
Good.
Conceited people.
Oh, we're keeping that one in. Especially in
Like
this
that.
industry. We're all in the slog together.
That's why you and I get along.
But we do.
Yeah, I love that. What is your favorite curse word?
I would have to say probably old Italian term for, I don't know if I should say it, but I usually say fungul, which means in a polite way, hearing my grandfather say it 100 times over is fungul, meaning fuck you.
Oh, but it's that version. I like that.
Because usually if you're upset or angry and no one's in the bake shop or whatever, and you're having a hard day and you could usually just swear in different language, it makes things all the better.
Oh, I like that. So what about you? What's your favorite curse word?
I actually have a little bit of a phrase, and people that know me know that this is my go-to. It's like, oh, hell's bells. Oh, hell's bells. Oh, here we go again. Oh, hell's bells.
That's
Here we
good.
go.
What sound or noise do you love?
Me, sound of a human heartbeat. It's a mystery. It's a thumping, describing which emotion we don't know for sure.
This is going to sound cliche-ish, but I really do like listening to the ocean. It's very soothing for me.
I don't think that's cliche at all. It's fantastic.
Yeah. It's very,
It is very relaxing.
Yeah. Well, least favorite sound or noise.
Me, nails on a chalkboard for sure.
How about you, Kathleen?
sirens.
Yeah. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I'll let Kathleen go first on this.
Yeah. It could be silly, funny.
Just
Assuming
be
you had
able to-
assuming you had all the money, you could have any money in the world, you could have any body type in the world, you could be anybody you want to be. What would be something you'd be like, "Ah, I'd love to try that."
Clown. A clown.
Why?
I just think it's just entertaining, and I actually
So wait, a friendly clown.
yeah, not an evil clown.
Okay, there's a difference.
Yeah, no, a friendly clown.
Okay, a friendly
I,
clown. Is there such a thing? They're so creepy as fuck.
yeah, they are.
Okay.
It's funny because when I was being interviewed by the president of my nursing college, she said, "Well, what made you come in want to be a nurse?" I said, "Well, because they wouldn't accept me in clown college down with the Barnum and Bailey Circus down in Florida."
That's awesome.
Love it. And she's like, "Perfect, you're in."
Oh, that's great. All right, what about you, Tony?
I wish I could be a horror director. Horror director, creator of not just the bunny in itself, but create my whole universe of horror characters that I want to create too.
I think you're gonna do that.
It was,
I think you're gonna do that. I mean, I'm looking for more like you've always wanted to be an astronaut. Come on now.
all right. I mean, I
Hey,
would,
you have a secret desire to be a ballet dancer. I want to know what's that weird thing you've seen someone do. You're like, oh man.
okay.
You
No, I want to be a lead contestant on Hot Ones. Because I can't handle eating spicy food. So I'd like to break the mold and be the Hot Ones champion.
What profession would you definitely never like to do?
I never want to have to be a high school janitor.
What about you?
A mortician.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I would like to say I'm proud of you for taking care of your family, being there for the ones you loved, and living the best life you could.
Good one. How about you?
That was good, Tony.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel the same way,
Thank you.
but I would probably say happy hours that way.
I love it. That was good.
Okay, so tell me, Tony, where can we find you online? Where can we find out more about your project?
So all my social medias are listed through my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook.
Good. Yes, we'll have all the links in the description box and or show notes for you to find them. Kathleen, anything you want to share?
I just love working with Tony.
Then I think we are ready for our closing ceremonies. You've been listening to and or watching Georgia in Connecticut. I want to thank you both so much for being here today. You're excellent guests. My name is Georgia Reed. And to all of you artists out here in the great Nutmeg State, keep creating, keep connecting, because we're here, damn it. And here's to the party.
That was good.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed the show, leave us a review. It helps us out a lot. Until next time.